those levels were hovering between 63 and 85% in the city. They reached between 55 and 94% in the west, and there's more on the way. In fact, it's going to remain very humid overnight. We've got a band of light rain and showers that's spreading to the coast. Now, some of these widespread falls occurred around 10 to 40 millimetres. That was particularly about the southern and the central slopes and plains since 9 a.m. Now, the band of rain developed ahead of a trough that's sitting over the inland, and that should move further east tomorrow. Today's heaviest falls were 45 millimetres at Quandialla, 44 at Murrumburra. That was closely followed by 40 at Cootamundra. But all those falls pale in comparison to what fell around Darwin suburbs. They recorded totals between 200 and 400 millimetres overnight, and a further 50 to 100 millimetres today. And that was all thanks to Cyclone Carlos. Now, it's expected to remain just inland from the coast, and that means it shouldn't strengthen, but a low off the WA coast should form into a cyclone overnight. But for New South Wales, it's a series of troughs and a high sitting out near New Zealand that's set to draw some very warm and humid air across the state. The moisture and instability will maintain unsettled conditions for the next 4 days. Perth and Adelaide will be the only stable cities tomorrow. And we're also looking at strong winds and further heavy rain around Darwin. To New South Wales, now that trough over the state will begin to move towards the northeast of the state tomorrow. That's going to trigger further showers and storms ahead of it, but we should see a clearing trend developing in behind that trough. To the forecast, it'll be cloudy about the northeast with showers and storms in all areas, although they'll briefly be dry through the middle of the day in the far north. We're looking at mostly moderate east to northeasterly winds along the coastal waters. Further south, showers throughout the central and southeast, but they'll be more frequent in the south with thunderstorms developing in the morning, and then they'll start to spread further north as the afternoon progresses. And an afternoon southerly change to around 20 knots on the southern waters, spreading north later. And dry over the southwest inland, showers and storms through all the remaining inland districts. It'll be a warm and humid cloudy day in Sydney with showers and isolated thunderstorms. The southerly wind change shouldn't reach Sydney waters until around early Friday. Now, at this stage, the forecast models are not suggesting significant falls across Sydney, with Sunday likely to be the wettest of the days. Now, that's as a significant cold front enters New South Wales. Monday will also be wet and considerably cooler, Ros.
Thanks, Graham. Now, what has 9 lives and lives at number 10? Larry the Cat has taken up residence at the British